journey through the stories that define the artists playing Bonnaroo. Who are they? What are they? What will you see? The what? Which bands? This year, that matter.
Yay.
With Brad Steiner and Barry Corder.
My back, you were gone in a flash like you always do. You always gone off somewhere else. And when the phone rang and I thought it was you, and I sprung like a kid who just got out of school, but it's almost always never you.
Well, I've got breaking Bonnaroo news.
I bet I know what it is.
What do you think my breaking Bonnaroo news is, Barry Corder?
I think you've discovered that Bonnaroo can move mountains.
No, breaking Bonnaroo news.
Move mountains.
Brad Steiner's hair is on fleek. Day 2 of Bonnaroo. Brad Steiner's hair is on fleek.
We are at the happiest place on earth.
The happiest place on earth. This is the Bonnaroo Podcast. The What Bonnaroo Podcast? A podcast for Bonnaroovians by Bonnaroovians. I'm Bonnaroovian A. That's Bonnaroovian B. I guess you could be B2. I could be a B2. It's Barry Corder from the Chattanooga Times Free Press in Chattanooga, Tennessee. I'm Brad Steiner from WDOD Radio and Hits 96 in Chattanooga, Tennessee. So we made the trek right up the road from Chattanooga to Manchester on Wednesday night, and now we see basically thousands of people dropping right on top of our serene setting backstage at Bonnaroo. Where did these people come from, and why are they bothering me, Barry?
We had it so good for 12 hours?
Oh my God, it was so good. It was so good. But last night we stay up till 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning, and we see nothing. Nobody's around us forever. But yet we hear the faint distance partying and happiness and people excited. We weren't part of that.
No, we were left out.
We were left out with our own gin and tonics and tears.
We should introduce who we are, don't you think?
I just did that.
No, we have a guest.
We have a guest already? I don't know. We have a guest?
We have a guest.
Oh, podcasting
Oh, yeah. Hey,
superstar.
There he is.
Brian Stone.
Glad to be here. Thank you, guys.
The home of the Stone on Air podcast, using all the Stone on Air podcasting equipment backstage.
Podcasting genius.
Podcasting genius.
Yes, podcasting genius.
So Brian Stone, member of the Camp Nutbutter. If you want to follow along, you can at the What_podcast on Twitter or the What Podcast, the What_podcast on Instagram as well.
So while everybody was partying last night, we were tracking a skunk.
Yeah.
Literally a skunk.
Yeah,
that's a great
right.
point. Brian Stone, so if you can go back in your memory banks of being in this space for like the last decade or so, we have never, and we talk about this every year, we've never seen a bug.
Yeah.
We've never seen a bug. I've never gotten a mosquito bite. You always worry about these things. We pour insect repellent on us all the time, but there's never any insects. Until last night, we were accosted by a skunk. I'm not talking about that girl you brought to our camp last year, by the way.
Enough out of you on that one.
Or as somebody said, skunk weed.
We have
none of that either.
We've had a carpenter bee,
Yep.
which I've never seen. We've had a handful of mosquitoes.
Yep.
Still, we're not infested by any means.
No, it's just so rare.
But there was a damn skunk.
Yeah, we did
Yeah.
Twice.
20 yards away.
Yeah, this place.
And at one point, maybe 20
Yeah.
feet away.
This place is
That's concerning.
This place is falling apart. It's completely falling apart.
Yeah.
So the skunk happened last night. That was our part. That was our DJ set. DJ Skunk Face walked up to our camp and accosted us. But the party was pretty crazy last night, and I wish we would have gotten out to see it. RV had a nice event with Repeat Repeat. Repeat Repeat did a show out in General Mission RV. They had the parade with the giant Volkswagen Bug go through.
Yeah.
It was a massive operation last night, and they were killing it out there.
Yeah, we
they were
could hear
killing
it.
it.
But you guys have Repeat coming up before the weekend's over,
We hope
right?
so, yeah. We hope to have them in Camp Nutbutter very, very soon.
So wait a second.
Just
They're
one of our-
coming to this camp?
That is the rumor.
I heard that.
They're going to show up at camp and just hang out with us?
They're going to come and do a podcast with us.
So this
That
is
the
what's
rumor.
amazing. So if Repeat Repeat's going to come and check out Camp Nutbutter and sit down and hang out, that means they were here last night, Wednesday night. Their show's Sunday night on the Who stage.
Yeah.
These guys are going all in. They're
Yeah.
going 6 days just like we are.
They're here for a long time and a good time.
And a good time.
These guys are my kind of dudes.
Yeah.
And you don't like them.
What?
Oh, it's
Hey,
gonna-
this
it's gonna
band
be
we're
like
about to
that.
have on, Barry hates them.
It's going to be like that. I'm pretty sure they were my pick.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought you said that. Well, I don't know. I couldn't remember.
No.
You just you thought one
No.
of the guys was really dreamy or something. That might.
Oh,
might have
that's
been it.
right. Yeah, he,
So-
he had a awkward picture.
So this is the
Probably
Thursday
have
schedule.
to apologize again to him today for that.
So Sunday, they play Sunday on the Who stage, but today we started out the show with Lissy, who hopefully we get to talk to a little later this afternoon too, because I think that Lizzie's sort of gotten your heart, grabbed your heartstrings there, Barry Corder.
Yes, absolutely.
How is that? Why is that?
Well, it's just good.
Yeah, you like her that much,
yeah,
huh?
well, I mean, it's good. And truthfully, the when we reached out to people and said, "Would you like to talk to us?" and they said yes, they become one of my favorites.
Well, she's kind of one of those overnight sensation after a decade and a half kind of types, right?
The
I mean,
10-year overnight.
She's been doing this a long time, and then
If only the Grammys had the same sort of level as Barry Corder did.
Answer the phone,
You
you're my
answer the phone,
favorite.
you won a Grammy. Congratulations, you're a now award winner.
It's not that far off.
So
of
we're
that.
going to start because of a listener pick. Who was it that blank range, by the way?
Was that Drew?
It might have been. All right, so we had a blank range at 4:15. Then we've got Ron Gallo at 5. Then we got Lissy at 6:30. What else are you seeing this afternoon there, Barry Corder?
You caught me without a schedule in front of me. Hang
You're
on.
gonna do Deron Jones. We're gonna hopefully talk to him as well.
Yep, maybe that.
Boy, by
one.
the way, can I talk about how this has all sort of come together in the last minute? Just like this whole podcast started, we threw it together in 3 days, and it became this. We threw this whole let's do this backstage at Bonnaroo in the last, I don't know, 72 hours.
Yeah.
And because you're so amazing, and because Barry Corder is the most powerful newspaper writer in all of America, go to hell, Glenn Thrush. You
in your stupid hat.
yeah, and you've been able to compile a pretty solid list of artists that we might be able to talk to.
It's pretty exciting, isn't it? Pigeons is another one that.
That's my
reached
jam
out.
now. That's
Yeah.
my jam.
Yeah, I don't know about all of how it happened, but yes, it came together quickly. And
Who else you got other than Pigeons? Who do I need to be here for any of this? What do
No,
I
don't
need to-
have.
What
I
are
mean,
my
I don't have them
responsibilities
yet.
here?
We don't know if that's going to work. Oh, Closey's the other one tonight. I want to see.
Oh yeah, you're obsessed with that Close Z.
yeah, that
that was one of your-
EDM.
that was one of
Probably
your
won't see
picks.
you over there, will I?
No, you're not
Yeah.
seeing me Close Z. But you know what?
Big chicken.
I didn't.
Flores today.
I will say the other stage is fascinating because last year I didn't even trek out there. I didn't even give it a try. But what we did do on Wednesday when we got here is we did the walkthrough. So Ken Weinstein from Big Hassle and Ashley Capps from AC Entertainment, some others.
Rick
yeah.
Farman from Superfly was there.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Jeff Cuellar was there.
They took us around the entire grounds and showed us everything that was different. And I didn't even notice, mainly because I didn't go out there last year. But there's
Or in the last 13 years.
Good
actually.
point. There's a whole oasis over there by the other that they've built.
Oh, there's a lot of changes that we saw last night.
I
or
swear to God,
yesterday, right?
we drove by the Oasis, which is basically a big beach party.
Right.
I swear to God, I heard Kenny Loggins playing. I don't know if you guys heard it, but Playing with the Boys was happening play as soon as
I didn't notice.
I missed
That
that
one.
one. Yeah,
All
I
right.
missed that one.
I didn't notice.
It's a Top
that.
Gun reference, guys.
But
Come on.
to go back again to
Beach
yesterday,
volleyball.
It was pretty cool having them, and it was a media thing. It wasn't just us three, but driving around camp, general admission camp is where we spend all of our time. Wasn't it?
What they've done with the plazas, what you guys are seeing if you're out in GA right now, is something that I didn't know. First off, I knew that they had some sort of plaza activities. It used to be the Grind, and then they had the Garage, right? So then they turned the Grind into what's now the Ville, a whole thing dedicated to Nashville. But then you go to all these other plazas. It is absolutely phenomenal what they've been able to build. Plaza 6, nothing but health and wellness. You got Matt from Cage the Elephant doing an entire plaza in Plaza 9.
Right.
This thing is massive.
Tim Love,
Tim Love doing...
Love Shack with Tim Love.
Yeah, the
cooking
Schultz thing with
shows.
the birthday. It was all the birthday cake and the birthday presents. That seems to be. You'll have to go look at it to make sense of it because I didn't know what I was looking at.
This is what I wondered the entire time. If I'm in GA, right? If we're our buddy Lord Taco, who's camping out in
Our
GA,
Lord and Savior Taco.
If I'm him and I'm in Plaza 2, do I walk to all the other plazas at some point and just hang out in all the other activities?
I would.
I would too,
Absolutely.
right?
Yeah, we did ask that yesterday. You can't pick your plaza, but you can go to any and all of them. And boy, I sure would. I would want to see
I
what
would
everyone
too.
else
And-
has going on.
And I'll tell you, that's the thing that bugged me so much. Where we actually camp, we could get out, but we wouldn't be able to get back in.
Right.
We would be stranded on 75 for about 2 hours.
So for the first time in our 13 years, Brian 17 years, everyone else had it better than us.
I was really jealous.
Wow.
For one
I
night.
was really jealous.
For
one
one
night.
night, yeah. I mean, it was fun watching the skunk run around, but
Yeah.
I not quite as fun as the sounds we were hearing
Right.
from about 500 yards that way.
It sounded like a Saturday morning, didn't it? I mean, with the roars from the crowds and the
That's
the
right.
thumping, it was-
Saturday morning being 2 a.m.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
that's when you wake up.
Yeah.
I know. That's usually when Old Man Bear is waking up
Yeah.
for. You know what? I think I could
I got
enjoy.
my 6 hours in. I'm
Yes.
good.
So last night there's the opening ceremonies essentially, and then they open the gates on Thursday. What do they open the gates today? 3? Is today 3 o'clock?
Yeah,
Okay.
3.
And then if backstage is any sort of marker, it is going to be packed today.
Yeah.
It is
Oh,
going to
yeah.
be absolutely packed.
Yeah, they're coming in already, aren't they?
We talked about it last night. And I don't mean this in a bad way necessarily. It's a little cluttered out in Bonnaroo, and there's some little new pop-up, basically ways to spend your money. I couldn't tell exactly
Yeah,
what it all
we
is. It's
did.
going to be a little cluttered, but
The other thing we noticed when we walked through last night, we got to walk through Bonnaroo and see some of the changes they've made to the festival grounds. Dude, it is like it's more of a carnival than I can ever remember.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
I
that's
always,
the word it
I
looked
always,
like.
I always loved the way that they specifically found places and homes for things. You know, the Christmas barn being one of them. They rearranged the silent disco a couple of years ago.
Right.
But last night, it feels like there's something. It's ADD. It's for if you have
There's a lot
ADD, this
going
is
on.
perfect for you because you can't turn around and not find something that's going to whop you up in the head with some sort of
We
flashing
need to
light.
go back today, obviously, because some of it looked like it was under construction type stuff.
Yeah.
So some of it might have been cleared out
I don't know. So
by now. But there were a lot more tents, structures, whatever, in places that were once open fields.
I turn that into the user experience.
Absolutely.
The user experience has become so much more elevated this year. And I'll go you one step better. Those damn lights on those trees is the
Yeah,
best
they look
addition this
cool.
place has had. I mean, you can keep bathrooms.
They look
I want the
cool.
flash. I want those lights on the trees. They look amazing.
I'll take both. For just saying, there's some lights on the trees. It's a little more complicated than that. It's pretty
Yeah,
it's pretty
really
darn
nice.
cool.
It
Yeah, it's
really
pretty darn
adds
cool.
to the ambiance.
well, how would you say if it's not lights on trees?
I just mean it's easy to say, there's some lights in the trees. Like we have lights around the,
It's not like the
10
little-
by 10 here.
It's the 40-watt bulb in your backyard.
Yeah.
It's not
It's-
like
it's
that.
impressive.
They
It's
spend a
impressive.
little bit more money on
Yeah.
their light show than we did.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Is that what you're
indeed.
trying to say?
It's nice.
All right,
You
so-
failed us at the Camp Nutbutter for the lights,
I
Brad.
know. Well, everyone
A little
else is up their
underwhelming.
game.
Man,
We-
you guys.
we've caused people to up their game.
Heavy is the head that wears the crown. Okay, guys. All right, so we walk around Bonnaroo last night, and I noticed something that I think is
Yeah, I want to challenge
We-
everybody else
we-
out there.
we-
to
this is a
prove
question for
or
Reddit.
disprove.
Oh, no. Are we about to go down this road again?
This is-
Yes, we
we're
are.
gonna go. Up, we're
Jeez.
gonna go up this hill.
Let's climb the mountain.
So I noticed something yesterday in this walkthrough when we got to the what stage at the end of this media thing. We're literally standing in the pit and looking back onto the empty field. Dude, they have moved that VIP hill.
Can I now set this up? the
They've
rest of
moved
it?
this VIP hill.
I think you would be better to set it up
I'm
than
standing-
Brad.
There's nothing to
since-
set
I'm
up.
standing there
They've
talking
moved
to
this hill.
Ashley Capps, the co-founder of this festival, and Brad is with Ken Weinstein.
And
Ken-
Weinstein's been here as long as I can remember.
Yeah, exactly, and he's pretty much doubled over laughing when he
It
comes
is
to
Who is this
Ashley.
fool saying we moved a
It
hill?
says,
We
he
moved a
just
mountain.
asked Have we moved the VIP hill?
Yes, it's a legit question because they have moved that hill. That hill has not been there before. That hill was further back in the field. And when they made all the improvements to VIP, I swear to God, they dug that hill up and they placed it right 100 yards away from VIP, and I know, or away from the stage. And I know this for a fact because if you remember, now Reddit, somebody on Reddit proved me right on this. You find
Oh
the
yeah,
aerial
because
shot.
it's on Reddit. It must be accurate information.
I trust my guys on Reddit.
I
All
still
right.
can't figure out why Ken and Ashley would say no if they didn't do it.
I guess it could be
know.
out of their their decision making
Yeah,
processes, whether the hill gets
snuck-
moved 50
they
feet.
snuck in one night and moved a hill.
Well, their question was, how do you move a hill? I said, you ever seen a damn golf course? They move hills all the time. All right, so look, I'm making my case, and this is going to be the last time I bring this up, except for
Not me.
I'll bring this up every day this
Not
year.
me.
This weekend. That if you remember, to the left, where everybody says there are bees, the left part of the what stage, if you're looking at the what stage on the left, there used to be a giant bank of bathrooms. Giant bank of bathrooms, and the guys on the stage would even remark about it on stage because the air would get it would wash onto the stage
I
and they would
remember.
smell it. Okay, all right. So I know. So those aren't there anymore.
Okay, that's fine.
Then-
that's
They're
right.
buried
That's
under the
correct.
hill.
Okay, so then on the left side of the bathrooms was a long line of vendors and a long line of beer, and that went on for a good 100 yards. Then you got the VIP hill. Now you have 3 vendors, VIP hill.
I just think we had a much more, 2 different times and 2 different capacities, a different perspective of that landscape than we're used to when we're there with lots of people. And I think that it just looked different because we saw it in the middle of the day by ourselves. We saw it in the middle of the night by ourselves.
We came up with a theory.
I don't think they moved the hill.
No,
I
this
don't
is-
think they moved the damn hill.
What I think has happened over the course of the last 5 years is make it a little bit more interesting. They add more gadgets inside of the festival, like tents and flashing lights, to make you feel like it's more of an experience. And if you're going to spend a lot of money at VIP, they're going to want to be closer than they used to be, which was 150, 200 yards past the current hill.
Telling
They
you,
move
man,
the
they're
hill.
Good.
Hashtag
These
move
people
the
are-
hill.
Hashtag move the hill.
Use it. Hashtag move the hill.
I mean, spend the weekend. Let us know. Hashtag move the hill.
Matt, move the
Somebody
hill.
will
This
be
is going
all
to change.
over
This is. I'm telling you that something's changed. All right. If you want to follow along,
All I know is I was embarrassed for you at the time.
I was not embarrassed. I have no reason to be embarrassed about this. I feel very confident with what I remember. I'm
Jeez.
fine. By the way, they did not. Well, we'll talk about that later. We've got artists coming up. I hope Repeat enjoys our campsite. By the way, we got a new addition to the campsite. He just rolled in, Denson. We've got artists coming by today. Can you clean the place up? We've got. We need to tidy it up.
We got company.
He's not answering.
Get to work,
Okay,
Denson.
so here's what we got. We got artists coming up this weekend. We'll do some pop-in podcasts. Please follow along at the @what_podcast on Twitter all this week. And, of course, at Brad Stinks on Snapchat. Barry, you going to be doing any tweeting and Snapchatting?
Yes,
Are you a
if I can get
Snapchatter?
if I can get
At Stone on Air, am I allowed to do that? I'm the new guy here.
my
I'm sorry. I
At
don't.
Stone on Air.
I've never heard of you.
Love it.
Okay.
Love you, Brad.
I got
mean
4
it.
more days. Of
Yeah.
this,
It's my
people.
dude, man. That's my dude.
Help me.
All right, this is the What Podcast, the @what_podcast, thewhatpodcast.com. We'll talk to you intermittently throughout the weekend, all right? Happy Bonnaroo!
Hey everybody. Thanks, Brian.